All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right. I want to do this very quick lesson on this coming few weeks, and the main thing that's on the horizon that I want to speak on is this future, this government, the federal government shutting down. Okay, the federal government, the United States of America, whether you can see it or not, is nothing more than a corporation. All right. And what is a corporation? A business. That's why when you start a business, you have to do what? Get your paperwork situated for it to be your articles of corporation, your LLC, incorporating it, whatever. Those are all different business structures. And the same applies for the United States government. The United States government is a business. Okay? All right? And we're coming to the end of the United States fiscal year. Right? The fiscal ends around September, October. Now, again, these are in America, or just in general as a human being. There's always so much stuff going on in the world that it becomes hard to keep up with everything that's going on in the world. But let me get this scripture. I want to definitely get this scripture. This is Habakkuk 2 and Habakkuk 2 and 6. All right. And it reads, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, saying, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that is laden himself with thick clay." Now, this is speaking about Esau, and Esau being the daughters of Babylon, which he is the ruler of Babylon the Great. All right. Has laden himself in thick clay. Now, this is not talking about actual clay. This is this word here. Ibatyath, if I'm saying it correctly. I'm driving, so I can't look it up. But I know for sure it means heavy debts. All right. So this place is in heavy debt. Okay. If you go on the U.S. debt clock, the United States debt is damn near $30 trillion. So that got me, digging a little bit at it. This was yesterday I was looking into this. And you go into the a chart, right? Which you could look up yourself, that gives you the debts from each president until now. Okay? So, and like I said, when you go into it, I went all the way back to Bush Sr. All right, George W. Bush Sr., which was president from 89 till 93. And when he ended presidency, it was $4.441 trillion in debt. And of course, Bill Clinton, being the next president, inherited that debt as the president of the United States, and that's where it was. So let's just say it was at $5 trillion. The debt was at $5 trillion. And boom, here we are 30 years later, and that debt is now at $30 trillion. Okay? Obama's office added, when Obama came into office, the debt was roughly $10 trillion, a little less than $11 trillion. And America started having a lot of issues. That's when, during his presidency, was when they started, they were threatening the U.S. Credit score. Okay? Where they were, which I actually think they did lose their AAA score. So this is when these certain subject matters of defaulting on the loans was coming up all the way back in Obama. Early Obama. I'm talking first term Obama. Okay? Because Obama, through his 8 years of presidency, the debt went from about $11 trillion to about $21 trillion. He added more debt onto the president. He added more debt than any other president. And I believe that could be combined. I could be wrong, but I believe he added more debt than any other president combined. All right. He added damn near $11 trillion onto the debt. So here we are getting out of Obama. Obama gets out of office. Who's the next president? Man, who's the next president? I want to say Trump. Right? Yep, Trump, because he did 2 terms. So Trump being the next president, added whatever debt he added onto it. And here we are with Biden. But the critical point that people have to pay attention to is that we're going into another possibility of the federal government shutting down. And they gave us a glimpse of that during Trump's administration, where they shut it down. And you see what happened to the federal employees. You know, people that in D.C., people were struggling. And this is Corona. All right. This is pre that. You know, imagine that now. These same families, these same individuals dealing with not getting checks in the midst of this, amidst of everything that's going on in the world. You understand? So this is going to cause more and more uproars. More and more people are going to be distressed because this debt is going to cause more, have a greater kickback. See, let's get some more scriptures. Let's go to Revelation 18. Revelation 18 and 11 real quick. And it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Now, this is going into the destruction. You know, this is that destruction when this place is burning and the people on the outside of Babylon witnessing this thing, right? But leading up to that point, these merchants are already feeling the effects. See, I was watching on CBS News this morning, and there's people protesting in California over a certain bill to be passed. See, California is on fire right now politically, behind the truckers and behind what was I just talking about in Cali? Your garment industry, right? You know, and they were interviewing the people that worked in basically these sweatshops in California, where they have different, Asians and different Mexicans and different people working in these shops, and they're paying them like 50 cents per every garment that they sew. So if they sew some, if this person sews sleeves on jackets, he gets $1 for every jacket that he sews, right? And these people are barely making any money. They're getting paid. They would have to sew 300 garments an hour to just make the minimum wage of $15 an hour. That's how little they get paid. They're barely making $2-3 an hour. during this type of work. So these people are bucking up against it, and they're saying that these companies, that before they pay the liability, they'll just up and move. You see, this is causing issues already. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up, but just, saying, hey, that's something they're not talking about it on the news because they don't want to cause uproars and people and discourage people from believing in this failing market. But you got to understand that this is a key component. Esau got to Big E got to answer up to his bills and his debts. That's how Esau's the real nigga on the earth, man. He don't want to pay his bills. You see, and this is where Jake get this spirit from. Jake don't want to pay their debts because Esau don't pay his debts. All right. So be on the lookout for changes in money. Be on the lookout for these different coins to do whatever they're going to do. Different cryptocurrencies changing, the prices of gold and silver. Watch how the fears of people are going to change when America starts to get those marks on them for not being able to pay their bills, So with that, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakwaraj. And until next time, shalom.